The Atlantic Ocean, November 5th, 1940. The sun is sinking below the horizon, painting the cold waves in deep shades of red and black. A convoy of British merchant ships cuts through the darkening sea, carrying vital supplies, food, fuel, and hope for a nation under siege. At the heart of the convoy sails a single escort, an armed merchant cruiser, not built for war, but forced into it. HMS Jervis Bay. On her bridge stands Captain Edward Fegen, a calm and experienced officer who knows exactly what is at stake. Because out here, one enemy ship can mean total destruction. Suddenly, a voice cuts through the tension. Unidentified ship sighted. All eyes turn toward the horizon. A dark silhouette is moving fast. Fegen reacts instantly. Hard to port. Intercept course. The Jervis Bay turns, slow, heavy, but determined, moving away from the safety of the convoy. A signal lamp flashes across the water, a coded challenge. Seconds pass. Then the reply comes, the exact same signal. Fegen's expression hardens. That's no friendly ship. A chilling realization spreads across the bridge. Action stations. Sirens scream. Boots pound across steel decks as sailors rush to their positions. And then, through binoculars, Fegen sees it. Not just a ship, a monster. It is the German Pocket Battleship Admiral Scheer, a predator of the Atlantic, heavily armored, massively armed, built to hunt convoys like this one. Compared to her, Jervis Bay is nothing. Outgunned, outmatched, outclassed. A direct fight is suicide. Fegen knows it. But he also knows something else. If Scheer reaches the convoy, hundreds will die. Fegen turns to his crew. Get the convoy away. Flares shoot into the sky, burning red against the darkness. Lay smoke. Thick gray clouds spread across the ocean, swallowing the merchant ships from sight. Chaos erupts as the convoy scatters, turning and weaving, escaping into the fog. And then, Fegen gives the order that seals his fate. Full speed ahead, straight at the enemy. Jervis Bay surges forward, alone, charging directly toward one of the most powerful warships in the world. On board the Scheer, Captain Theodore Cranky watches in disbelief. One ship attacking us? But he doesn't hesitate. Turn to port, bring guns to bear. Massive turrets rotate. The great guns lock onto their target. On Jervis Bay, sailors brace themselves. Among them is able seaman Sam Patience. He loads a shell into a gun that barely compares to the enemy's firepower. Open fire! The British guns roar, but their shells fall short. Too small, too weak, too far. And then the German guns answer. A thunderclap splits the sky. Shells scream across the ocean and crash down. Water erupts around Jervis Bay. Second salvo, closer. Third, a direct hit. The bridge explodes. Metal tears apart. Flames burst into the air. Fegen is thrown to the deck. Pain surges through his body. He looks down. His arm is gone. But somehow he stands. Bleeding, barely conscious, Fegen refuses to stop. Hold your positions. The ship is burning. Explosions tear through her structure. Yet the crew continues fighting. A sailor climbs the shattered mast and raises a new white ensign. Cheers erupt. Even in hell they will not surrender. Shell after shell slams into Jervis Bay. Still, one gun keeps firing. Again, again, again. They know they cannot win, but every second matters. Every shot keeps the Scheer focused on them and away from the convoy.
Fegen struggles toward the rear control station. If he can reach it, he can still command the ship, still fight, still protect the convoy. He is almost there. Then a shell strikes, a blinding explosion, fire, shrapnel, and silence. Captain Fegen falls. The ship is dying. Water floods in. Steel groans. Abandoned ship! Men jump into the freezing Atlantic. Some cannot swim. Some hesitate. Some never make it. Sam Patience barely escapes, grabbing a life buoy and throwing himself into the icy water. Behind him, Jervis Bay burns. Then, slowly, she slips beneath the waves. The last thing visible is the white ensign still flying. The ocean is merciless, cold like knives, dark like eternity. Sam drifts, half-conscious. Then voices. A lifeboat. Hands pull him aboard. He survives. One of only 68. Even aboard the Scheer, Captain Crank watches the burning wreck and says quietly, "Those men have done their duty." And they had. Jervis Bay's sacrifice allowed most of the convoy to escape. Hundreds of lives saved by one ship that chose to stand and fight. Captain Edward Fegen was awarded the Victoria Cross, posthumously, for courage beyond measure. In the vast darkness of the Atlantic, one small ship turned to face a giant, not to win, but to protect. And in doing so,